Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today it's going to be a TVZ between Strelok and Ret from 2009, specifically the 2009 International Esports Festival held in November, well, October 30th to November 1st, so it kind of straddles the month, in South Korea at an $18,000 prize pool. So top side of the map here, we have the Purple Terran player. It is Strelok. And on the left side, it is Ret. He is coming in as pink. I thought we'd get blue versus red for a second there, but these older replays don't generally let us do that, do they? No. So yeah, basically 2009 is about as far back as I feel comfortable going with these replays. Any further back, and it feels like things start to break on me, but this should be fine. Right. So yeah, Strelok, dude. I mean, one of the early greats, Ukrainian Terran player. His Wikipedia page is just full of all sorts of accomplishments all the way from 2004 to 2010. He's got amazing matches against Hey Pro. Great Terran player. Very excited to have him back on the channel. It's been some time. And then we have Ret, the American Zerg player, who is known mostly for being cheesy. Mostly for going for early Ling rushes, and that's what we're seeing here. It is a pool first play. That was a 10 pool. Out of Ret, and nothing crazy, nothing earlier than that obviously would just start to be more and more aggressive, but I don't think he wants to kill Strelok necessarily. It's just, you know, it's being safe. Not quite sure if it's a proxy or not. This is a 3-player map. Scouting your opponent before the proxy comes up is basically impossible, so he's just playing it safe. And on the other side, there are no proxies, just, you know, barracks coming in at home, Strelok doing Terran things. Let's see what he's going into as far as the strategy today, and as is tradition, what it comes down to is you can go bio the whole game. As long as you add on those science vessels, you can go into mech right away. You can go into mech midway through your game. It's just a question of what you're into in particular. So there's your hatch coming in at about 12 supply. You know, 2 sets of Lings on the way, not going for the full 6. And SCV scouting the correct direction, actually. So the SCV is going to find the Zerg before the Overlords find the Terran, which is a minor victory for the Terran, but really, if you're SCV scouting, you should find your opponent before they find you if they're only Overlord scouting. Oh, no, come on, you can't get away with this. You know the hatch timing means there's Lings out. Strelok, you crazy person. That was very silly. That was a very silly attempt from him. He should have known. He should have seen the hatch, how far along it was, and said, okay, there's a pool somewhere. And now he's going all the way home. He was going for it, man. That was an interesting play. Strelok, I don't think I agree with what you were doing there, my friend. But, you know, you'll be fine. You're not going to die or anything. You've got some SCVs to hold the line, to meet shield for these Marines, and the Lings aren't going to do anything. And there you, yes, just get out. See, more Lings, though. This is Ret, man. He will sacrifice early economy for Zerglings, and if they don't do a lot, that hurts you. It really does. I mean, it's not like Strelok was going to go for a command center first play on this map. This is a super wide open natural. It is so hard to hold this if you're going for a command center first. It would make no sense whatsoever. So now SCV scouting is happening, which you will be able to do so, assuming he has good control, right? And assuming speed doesn't finish anytime soon, and the production tab says no, it's not finishing anytime soon. So these Lings are just, oh, they got him. Talking a big game about this SCV. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. Third base coming up down south here. For the Zerg player. Now, the weird thing about this map is there's a lot of easy third bases to take, but they don't have gas. If you want gas in your third base, it's going to be more work. It's going to be further away from your main, and you're probably not going to like it very much. So for that reason, I think Zerg is not super favored on this map. But, you know, not all maps can be perfectly balanced for all races, and I think I have definitely come to grips with that. Whoa! Whoa! Double starport from Strelok. Double starport. This is a map that is good for air against Zerg. There's a lot of high ground spaces you can retreat to. Carriers are more viable against Zerg on this map than any other map, I think, in the history of StarCraft Brood War map pools. If this is battle cruisers, I'm going to be extremely happy. There's just no way, though, right? You can't support battle cruisers off of one base, one gas. It's got to be Wraiths. It's got to be 2-port Wraith. Lair coming in from Ret. No Hydralisk Den, which is a bit of a problem, nor do we have an... Oh, there's a Hydralisk Den. I'm blind. It's cool. So Hydralisk Den means he's going to be all right. I would like him to have an evolution chamber and maybe throw down a spore at some point. But yeah, the 2-port Wraith happening. I'm sure some of you guys are like, Falcon, battle cruisers, come on, don't be stupid. Entirely fair. It really is. We might see them in the later game. We've seen that from some of the foreigner players against Zerg players. Specifically against Rhett. We have seen a game against Rhett in which battle cruisers are used. And I want to say it was Nada. I believe it's one of the crazy Nada versus Rhett games that I've cast. I might actually be the only one, to be honest, but you know. Okay. So now we're adding control towers onto both of these starports. Dang. He's going heavy into air, which honestly makes, again, a ton of sense on this map. So metabolic boost coming in, Aspire on the way, but as far as handling these here Wraiths, how many hiders do you have? The answer is none. There are no hiders on the map right now, and suddenly the supply block is real for Rhett. And suddenly the Wraiths are just going to town. I've been here, man. I have played ladder games, 1v1 in Brood War, where Wraiths show up, but I'm like, oh. Well, oh, is what I say. So he's got creep colonies. He's starting an evolution chamber. That's cool. He's got a Hydra out. That's nice. That's the thing about Wraiths is anything that can hit them will kill them real fast because they are squishy units made from toilet paper. Yeah, look how much damage they've taken already. 1 kill and 3 kills. It's not like they've destroyed Red or anything. Dude, this is so many lings. You're not getting up this ramp, my friend. And then it's just drop ships. That's all he's doing with these control towers is drop ships. Why not? Okay, suddenly the lings are inside that. You can't just leave. Or maybe it forces all the lings home. Dude, this, what? That worked? I thought for sure the lings were like gonna murder everything. And then maybe race home to try to deal. Oh, what do the Wraiths do die to that Hydralisk? He's just racing home now. I thought he would get some damage done and then race home. But no, that's not what's happening here at all. All right, man, here we go. Unloading on that low ground, coming up a ramp, which is not really super awesome. Although as a Terran, it's better than trying to do it with lings, for example. Yeah, this is why I like casting the foreigners. This is why I like casting on weird maps. Is because weird stuff happens, man. The weirdest of stuff. 1 Mutalisk is in production. That's cool. Ooh, drop ship. Okay, Wraith dies. So the dropship can live, which is nice. That means these guys, well, some of these guys have a ride home. Not all of them, though. Overlord dead. Is that oh, it's another supply block for Rhett. Strelok is just doing it, man. He is just supply blocking the Zerg player, not overextending, not pushing up this ramp, but it would be maybe a terrible idea to do so. And Rhett's just massive ling group is here and ready for more. Ready for action. Dropship looks like it's taken a Scourge hit already. And jeez, how much? Like, this is why you wall. Strelok, friend, why? Oh, man, he's going to have to lift his barracks. The lings are just like, we are spoiled for choice. Ooh, Valkyrie's coming in. I don't know if the Valkyries are going to be great because I don't believe that Strelok is going for mutas. He made that one, which was cool. The problem is there's not much to stop these guys from kind of jumping in and getting stuff done. The lings get out of there. Dude, 1 fire bat shows up. Okay, more than that showed up. The lings get out of here. Yeah, I mean, the Spire are going to get sniped, which again, I guess more mutas are on the way. So fair enough. The mutas are going to be a little bit of in trouble here. The Valkyries should pay for themselves to some extent. The Marines are just like, hey, what up, friends? We're going to murder all of you. Just kidding. There's too many lings. The mutas all died. The lings really made that happen in the long run. And all those medics die too. So it's 39 to 37 total supply. Scrap. What a scrap fest of a first 10 minutes this game has been. Fantastic. My favorite kind of StarCraft, I think, is ones where it's all sorts of just back and forth. And there's lings inside the base 2 separate times. There's Wraiths running around. We got ourselves some Valkyries in the mix to deal with these Mutalisks. I don't know. I like it. I like what we're seeing here. Strelok is embracing the map, recognizing that air units are better than they normally would be. Red, on the other hand, got Zerglings. Oh, see the mutas, 4 mutas show up and they're like, no, not 3 Valkyries. Are you kidding me? I just, like, Valkyries were invented because mutas exist. If there's Is there a harder counter in all of StarCraft than Valkyrie Mutalisk? I don't think there is. I think maybe you could say Lurker Marine, right? Marines counter, or Lurkers counter Marines pretty effectively, unless they're spread, right? But there's nothing you can really do as Mutalisks against Valkyries except maybe spread. It's both of those counter units, both Lurkers and Valks introduced in Brood War, are splash damage units. As Blizzard recognized, there are certain compositions that are really hard to deal with without splash, and the splash options are just limited in StarCraft. So Brood War will do it better, and they did. A lot more splash damage for sure. Replacement Spire coming up here. But Strelok going for the unloader, and again, Lings. Ah! I mean, would it be better if this was just more Marines and Firebats and Medics instead of 3 Valkyries? Maybe. Oh, these Lurkers are just in the nick of time, though. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Like, I'm trying to take down this Extractor, but it doesn't seem like it's super useful. Oh, gosh, the Lurker gets down. That's such bad luck for Strelok. Meanwhile, we're just, murdering Overlords with these Valkyries. Nothing doing over here. There are no Mutalisks to kill at all. Oh. Lurker down. Okay, I think 2 of them have probably died so far. That one's really injured. And finally, the Lings get out of there. But again, I feel like this is pretty decent trades for Rhett. Third base coming up right side for Strelok. He is producing Marines and Medics right about now, and this is just... It's Lings, man. It's Lings. I don't think anybody in Brood War loves his Zerglings more than Rhett loves his Zerglings. It's what he does. If there's one guarantee in life, it's that if you're watching a Rhett replay, there's gonna be a lot of Zerglings. Does he not have scans available? Okay, so he does have a couple scans available. Surprised he didn't use them back here a little bit more often. Maybe, maybe he just didn't have the number of Marines to handle it, These Mutalisks are here, but no, that's not working. Unloading in range of a Sunken is not super ideal. Okay, dropship dies. There are enough. Okay, the Lings. I was gonna say, this is probably enough Marines to take down the Mutalisks. Not with the Ling support, that's for sure. And look who revealed themselves. The Mutalisks did. It's just like the cloud disappears and the Mutas are gone. Goodbye. Fare thee well, Mutalisks. I like the drop action, though. We don't see a lot of drops in ZVT. You know what? Today we absolutely are. Got ourselves science vessels now. Here about 12 minutes. So he finally got the science facility up. Yes, indeed he did, obviously, because of what he's producing at the moment. And scrap. This is 60 supply at 13 minutes. I mean, nobody's close to 100 supply right now. Nobody's macroing their face off. The 4th base is on the way from Rhett, taking that 6 o'clock spawning position. Scourge flying around. Do we have Dropper Lords at all? Do you think we... Oh, wait, hang on. That's speed. No, I don't think we have Dropper Lords. It'd be good. I'm just saying, drops on this map are better than they normally are. And... Oh, I thought this was the 3rd. Man, I assume Strelok could take it as natural, but with a number of Zerglings and Lurkers out, he's like, I'm just going to go with the safer base over here. Which maybe is a mistake. He's finally getting a Radiate. The Science Vessels generating that energy over time as they do. And I guess as long as we have a pause here, I did get a new microphone. My old Blue Yeti kind of gave out on me. There were some problems with it. Was able to pick up a new one, and I'm trying to get the sound balance back to where it was. And something was weird with the old microphone because the levels are very different for this one, and it's the exact same model, so I don't know what's going on. But the bottom line is, if this sounds good, let me know in the comments. If it sounds like I need to tweak something, is the game sound too loud in comparison to my voice, or vice versa, please let me know. We can talk about it. Again, I read every comment anyone ever makes on these videos, so yeah, if you're seeing this, around when it posts, like if you see this next year, maybe the feedback not as necessary, but if you're seeing this the day that it comes up, for example, let me know. Give me that feedback about sound balance and volume and quality, and I will appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hydro Lurker, dude, just straight up pushing here. Ow, Lurker Spy is pretty good, but the detection pretty good too. Siege tanks working on it. Siege mode coming in at 15 minutes because that's what kind of game this has been. Hydra's sacrificing themselves just consistently here. That Hydra's going to die too. for absolutely no reason other than kind of poor control. And yeah, I would love to see lurker drops. Just drop some lurkers right here and shut down this mining and really stick Strelok onto one base. That would be a way to win this game. That said, the fact that Rhett's on 4 bases technically is at 39 workers. I feel like Rhett might have this game, despite the fact that he's not making super great trades. And despite the fact that these lurkers keep dying, and the irradiates are just, again, worth their weight in absolute gold. The Hydras are interesting here. If your opponent's going for a lot of drops, sure, Hydras are better than lurkers and lings and ultras are. You definitely don't necessarily want to go ultras on this map, which would be your normal late game, right? That's definitely what we've seen from Rhett in the past. Just today, I don't know. He doesn't have drops. He doesn't have drops. We're not researching drops. Hold on. We have drops! Never mind. Drops have arrived. And see, if you shut down this natural base... You know what, actually? Well, it was better about 3 minutes ago than it is now, but better late than never. Are there any... This is just straight Hydra, man. Okay, that's cool. I mean, the Hydras can take down the command center pretty easily, as long as you don't... Maybe don't chase these dudes forever. Maybe just take down the command center. I guess some of them are doing that. That's fine. Hydras run into the main, recognize there is army presence here, so we're just going to take down the CC. Call it a day, then the Marine tank shows up at Rhett's front door. There's a Sunken. There's a couple lurkers here, but the siege tanks are firing distance. Ling's getting baited into their own deaths there. That is not great control by Rhett at all. This is better. He's going for a bit of a surround on this army. Pull into this area. We'll come from the left side. We'll come from the right side. Maybe if the tanks... Oh, the tanks are unsieged. Go now! Go now. Not happening. It is not happening. We are not going now. And in fact, the tanks were allowed to siege up closer now. Now the Hydralisk Den is in trouble. And considering you're making 12 Hydras at a time, it seems like a problem. Strelok is supply blocked. And here we go. Finally coming from all directions here. Left side, right side. Lurkers dying on the left side. Right side holding its own a little bit better. And the army does get completely obliterated there. Rhett holds on with that excellently, very well. 95 to 67 supply. Rhett is killing it at the moment. Valkyrie with 3 kills. I think all of those are Skurd. Ooh, good hit. Beautiful hit. Science missile count is 0 at the front right now. That is bad. Dude, Strelok is in a bad place. He's got his natural base, which is, thank goodness for that. But it's a 4-basing Zerg who has a, 3 extractors. He doesn't have 4 extractors because, again, this base easy to take. No extractors. Ooh, but this is takeable now. He might expand here, go for that double of SP and Geyser play, which, again, not accessible unless you get drops, unless you mine through these mineral walls, and then you can take it. He seems a little bit preoccupied with maybe trying to kill Strelok here. Tank count not necessarily high enough to hold off a mass Hydra play, I'm going to say. +1 armor, +2 attack. No upgrades on this mech at all for Strelok. No upgrades on his bio either. Dude, Strelok is not playing well in this game. I am a little bit surprised and disappointed at the fact that there is nothing. No upgrades for anybody. No one gets upgrades today, man. He's like, I had to open Wraiths. I don't have time for upgrades. I don't even have... Oh, I have an armory. I have an armory. I don't have any engineering bays, which seems like one heck of a problem. This drop's doing all right, but when you don't have upgrades, Mass Hydra does so much better. Hydras with +2 attack against unupgraded Marines are going to do a billion times better than against Marines with 2-2 or 3-3 at this stage of the game, as they probably should be working on further upgrades coming in from Rhett. Even the Ling... Okay, the Lings don't have any attack upgrades. They almost had attack upgrades, and then they did not. They tricked me, they did. Oh, the Lurker high ground position here. Oh, that's so brutal. It gets irradiated, but it gets 6 kills, too. Dude, when it's 44 to 28 supply, or worker count, rather, and 138 to 84, Rhett gets supply blocked for the 18th time today, but I don't think it matters. Ow, just running headlong into Lurkers here, getting Science Vessels almost picked off by Hydralisks. And Rhett just has map control. Strelok is backed into this tiny corner of the map where he started the game. He doesn't really feel comfortable moving out. He's got to do it anyway, though. Adrenal Glands is coming in. It'd be nice if Rhett had that when this attack showed up. But, maybe not. I don't know if he's going to have time. The upgrade is a little bit longer. Defiler round on the way, too. But once again, this attack is going to be without defilers, but it's just mass Ling Hydra. Okay, well, this is what we're talking about here. The Valkyrie's getting just picked out of the sky here. This is GG. That is as crushing an engagement as you're ever going to get in a ZVT. The tank count was not high enough to handle all of these Hydralisks. Again, the upgrades are not good, and Strelok taps out at 20 minutes and 29 seconds. Strelok, I am shamed. I am shamed by your play. Wow. What are ridiculous. Just an absolutely ridiculous outplay by Rhett today against Strelok, who once again has a much better resume than is implied by this particular match that we just saw, that I just cast. And the fact that Rhett was able to win at 20 minutes with nothing but Hydro Lurkerling. Hydro Lurkerling, that's it. Maybe some Scourge, no Dark Storm, no Plague, no Ultras, nothing of the kind. And it's because Strelok entirely neglected upgrades. I don't even know what to tell you about this, other than upgrades are good. You should get upgrades of some kind. Like, I can understand him neglecting maybe infantry upgrades if he's going for his tank upgrades, or vice versa, but no upgrades today at all. And that's just what we get. 103,000 points to 72,000. Outproduced, outkilled, structures, whatever at this point, and just completely 4 bases, man. It was effectively 4 base to 2 base the whole game, it feels like. 9,000 to 6,000, 24,000 to 17,000, and outspent the Terran by 11,000 too. So maybe upgrades wouldn't have mattered as much, just because Rhett just had so much more going on. He was defending against the drops pretty effectively. He did lose some drones here and there, but not enough to really slow him down. I don't know what else to tell you other than good gravy. That is one of the biggest shellackings I've seen in a ZVT possibly ever on the channel. So Zerg players, be happy. Rhett got a nice win here. Terran players, maybe just like hold your head in your hands and be like, what happened? Maybe next Terran game has got to be against a better player, perhaps. We'll check that out. All right, cool. So for now, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.